All right, so we're going to be doing a line plot for the amount of time during the week that you read. So again, drawing your line. So our only categories were zero hours, or you don't, which that will change. 1 to 2 hours, and then 2 to 3 hours. So we're gonna represent this by an X as well. So we had 6 people that said they do not read at all during the week. So I'm gonna start with my X's, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we had 8 that said they read at least 1 to 2 hours a week. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we had 3 that said they read 2 to 3 hours a week. So you could always say, a question that you may see is, what is the difference between the amount of people that read the most in the week and the amount of people that read the least amount of time in the week? So then it would be 8 minus 3, which would be 5 people. All right, so I'm gonna move on to my bar graph. Let me grab another paper. And I'm gonna do it long ways, just so you guys can see and we can organize our information a little better. So we are going to need a bar graph has a X and Y axis. So this is the Y axis. And then we have, well, I'm gonna put the X axis right here, just so y'all can see and we can organize our information better. And then we have the X axis, which they meet at a point right here. All right, so we talked about the amount of animals that we have. So our categories are 0, 1, 2, or not our categories, our amounts are 0, 1, 0 through 10. So I'm going to put 0 animals, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I'm gonna put a title down here, excuse me. It's gonna be number of animals. All right. And then on the y-axis, I'm gonna put the amount that we have, amount of animals. So then, since we know our number is not going anywhere higher than 10, I'm just gonna have my 0 starting right here. And this is where my scale is gonna go. So it's gonna be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we're just gonna do it like that, just to kind of help us be able to visualize. I'm gonna change one of these. How many pets do I have? I have 1 dog. And I will have a fish, but we'll just say 1. So I'm gonna change our 1 to a 4, our 3 to a 4 for the amount of 1, just to kind of help us with visualizing and seeing it a little different. So I'm gonna use a colored pencil just for this, just so you guys can see it a little better. So we had, how many people have 0 pets? We had 3, so I'm gonna go up to my 3. I'm gonna draw a line, I'm making a bar. All right, and then I'm gonna kind of shade that in. Not gonna be perfect right now because I'm just trying not to use too much time. We had 4 people that has 1 pet, so I'm gonna go up to the 4, draw a line. Now you can do different colors, but for time's sake, I am using the same color. We had 3 people that said, oh, excuse me, let me get the thing over. 3 people that said they have 2 animals. So I'm gonna go up to 3, make another bar. Then we had 3 people that said they had 3 pets. So I'm going to continue with my bar graph. We have 1 person that said they had 4 pets. So that would go to my 1. Now, when I get to my 5, we had 0 people that had 5 pets, so I'm just going to leave that blank. I don't need to put anything on there because there's not the amount. It would stay at 0 because remember this line right here representing 0. Now sometimes you can have charts that will start at 10 and it'll be like 10 would be the start. So then it would go 10, 20, 30. So it just depends on what type of information that we have. We had 1 person that has 6. See, I skipped my 5. We have 1 person that has 7. We had 0 at 8, 0 at 9, and then 1 at 10. So this is my bar graph. We're going to put a title on it. We're going to say, how many animals do you have? All right, so that is my bar graph. All right, so now we're going to do a frequency table. I can just do this one on the back. So remember, frequency tables are tables that are just showing information. They're very similar to an input-output chart, but we'll get into those a little bit more. So we have, how many categories? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 categories. So like a T-chart when you are doing time, or if you're looking at a table, I'm just going to make mine pretty big so you can see. We said we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 categories. So I know I'm going to need 6 boxes. Not too bad. All right, so at the top, I'm going to put favorite candy as my category, and then we're gonna say amount. Okay, so our different categories are Skittles, so I'm just gonna put that in the box. We have Kit Kat, and I'm getting all this information from the data I collected right here. This isn't anything new. We have a sour candy. I like sour candy as well. We have plain chocolate. We have Snickers. And then we're gonna have the I don't like candy. So this is very similar to just the data collection that we did, but there's just a fancy word for it. So we said we had 1 person that liked Skittles, 3 people that like Kit Kats, 5 people that like sour candy, 4 people that liked plain chocolate, 1 person that liked Snickers, and 3 people that did not like candy at all. Now I can see how many people total, if I wanted to figure out the total amount of people who answered the survey or did it, I can just add all of these up. So 1 plus 3 is 4, 4 plus 5 is 9, 9 plus 4 is 13, 13 plus 1 is 14, 14 plus 3 is 17. So this is a frequency table. So those are our different. We have our bar graph. And then we have our 2 line plots. All right, so, yep, and we'll look at some different versions of this a little bit next week before we get into place value and addition and subtraction. All right. Thanks for coming back. So glad you're in the pack. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. Remember, no school on Monday, so there'll be no work also.